Hello again, I'm back with more business news and we are still in the Ghana month. And as Ghana marks 62 years of independence, one issue the business community might be curious to know is how the economy has fared over the years. In search for some answers, my colleague Charles Aite engaged renowned economist Dr. Joe Abe, who puts everything in perspective.
62 years after independence, do you think we're there economically independent?
Of course not. The donors of aid rationally, like the Marshall Plan, rationally had their own reasons for extending a helping hand. It is not unusual for people who help somebody to have their own objectives. It may be nothing more than that you're being at peace with yourself is good for me. It could be that I'd like you to say positive things about me and perhaps even to adopt my lifestyle, culture, form of governance. Whatever the case is, the reality is that people who extended aid to Ghana had their own interest too, and therefore used the aid to promote the objectives for their giving as the aid.
Beyond this argument, I mean, you have lived through the years. You have seen governments come and government go. You have read through various economic policies, whatnot. But all these interventions all throughout these years have been aimed towards developing our economy.
Yes.
Definitely. What do you think we missed out throughout this whole journey?
Yes, I think that we are there now. I have a lot of hope. Now, the main thing that has been the case is that our development journey, whatever progress and wherever it was more in the colonial time or not, our development journey has been too costly and in some instances slow. But we are making progress, and that is what gives me hope.
When you say costly, what do you mean?
Well, sometimes there have been, like political costs have been high. We have been inefficient in our use of resources. So again, you find that we spend a lot of money supposedly on infrastructure, but look at the state of our infrastructure. And whatever name we call it, the fact of the matter is we seem to pay a lot more for a lot of projects than the actual gain we make, that we realize. And then we have a poor maintenance record. We reached a point where there was a question of credibility. We have been talking about our own homegrown policies. We have gone to Senchi. Some of us come up with the so-called Senchi consensus. The truth is this, as if politicians would have been listening, outsiders were not believing us.
Could you help us understand, I mean, share with us the 5 major things that you wish we prioritize as an economy moving forward?
Well, I think that, like again, the president has said that he will choose the present generation to political interests or future generation to. I think we need to put substance to it. We need to hold ourselves to it. We may need to take stock. So the first thing is to make sure that our internalizing of fiscal discipline is credible. Okay, that's the first thing, especially as we exit and as we move towards the elections. The second thing is that whatever little we have that we spend, we must insist on value for money. The World Bank conducted a survey of African countries, Sub-Saharan African countries, published in 2005, in which they said if we had the efficiency in our project implementation as Uganda, our economy would have been growing 1.5 percentage points a year faster.
In other news, our Greek communication firm ESOKO Ghana is predicting a reduction in the cost of food for the month of March. This was after a gain in prices in February. But how much are you likely to purchase that food item? This is what you need to know. In international commodity news, crude oil sold at $65.34 a barrel. Gold, on the other hand, went for $1,285.29. It's a wrap tonight with business with me, Sandra Esinamapan. But of course, you can catch all our stories on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Thanks so much for your time, and do have a great evening.